sounded different for a minute there.
I know. I sound like a damn Indian.
Sound like a what?
An Indian.
An Indian? What you done got into?
No, I sound like myself. I said, how's it going, my friend? Indian.
Yeah. Everything is everything.
Like, get what? How did you know that? How you be knowing shit like this, man?
Knowing what?
What, like, when I said I wanted to talk to you about something, you were like, you seeing reflect.
I asked you, are you seeing reflections?
Right. So, how was that the first thing for you to go to? How you know that was the first thing to go to?
It wasn't that I knew that. It wasn't that I knew that was the first thing to go to. It was the first thing that I was mostly concerned with as to whether we was going to have a conversation or not, because at this point, I'm just about talking about the reflections. Well, I'm not going to say just about talking about the reflections. Like, people will talk about what they're experiencing and what's happening to them. Okay, fine. We probably have to talk about that first. Then after we talk about that, that's the outside. Now we got to talk about the inside. We can't just talk about the outside. And so the inside is where you're going to start to see the reflections and how all this is connected. So I wanted to know if that was where your head was, honestly, before I got on the phone, because I just can't, because, we talked about that other stuff already a bit too long.
It goes back to that, too. You see, now I can actually go back then and say that, I wasn't tripping. The fact go back to what I can tell you now.
Okay, what do you mean you wasn't tripping?
No matter what I do, no matter where I go, I can't escape it, man.
Okay,
I'm at a motherfucking job right now.
Okay, so what does that tell you?
What? It's weird, man. How is that even possible?
And you don't think this has something to do with you? It's the whole outside world.
Yes, but how is it that the whole outside world is on cue like this?
Because it's you. That's the part you're not, because it's you. You the one following you. I've heard this already. Not just with you. I'm just saying. You mean to tell, so the whole world is conspiring against you. And the whole world is staging a scene.
All that weird shit. Hey, how is this shit like?
Because it's you. It's you trying to wake you up. You missing this part.
Guess what, man? Come on, though. You telling me that it ain't no boogeyman. You telling me it ain't no remote control. It ain't no motherfucker with no remote control. It's just that I'm just overly aware of things that other people might not be. It can't be. I'm the only one that's not dealing with this. But there's no way that everybody, regular people living their everyday life, and I'm the one, actually, there's no way that I'm that damn important. So.
Okay. First off, you're most likely not the only one going through. I'm going through the same thing. The difference is I'm at the point now, I'm like, this whole shit is a straight up reflection. Meaning, okay, how could I put it? Because maybe it just ain't making sense for me to just say it that way. See, this is where you can't skip steps.
Yeah.
You have to, first and foremost, I'm not gonna have this conversation again. How many times I gotta keep telling you?
That don't mean I understood it.
Well, if you didn't understand it, you should have said.
One second. I'm walking towards some people to pick my stuff up and walk away. So hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad, man. Go ahead.
That's all right. All right. First off, I don't know if you remember the last time we talked. I think I had asked you then, did you, how could I put it? Did you kind of go back and analyze some of the things that you went through as a child? Have you done it?
Not to the depths.
Okay, so then none of this ain't gonna make sense. That's a preliminary step. It can't be skipped.
No, it does. I ain't saying it doesn't.
Because then all of this is gonna make sense to why this is showing up in your world. You can't skip that step, and it's really nothing to talk about until you do that.
But let me ask you these questions, I understand where you're coming from. So you telling me that these people don't know what the fuck that they doing? You telling me these people don't know what they doing?
I'm telling you that what these people is doing is actually trying to help you, but you don't see it that way.
Yeah.
Because you not ready to face your reflection. These people are your reflection. They're a reflection of what's in your mind, what's in your head, and what's in your unconscious mind. They're a reflection.
Yeah.
But what I just said is probably going to sound like mumbo jumbo if you haven't done the shadow work. Then it's going to all start clicking. And then you're going to see why it's been happening. And then after you do the shadow work in some of these areas, it's going to stop. And then you're going to know that it's been you all along. And that's how you're going to know moving forward.
So you mean to tell me I'm really a motherfucking king, man? My consciousness is that I control everything around me to the fact that I'm damn near like X-Men nemesis or some shit around these motherfuckers.
That's anybody that I feel once they come to that conclusion, that's a lot of people's capability. It's not just you.
So I'm in class and I'm noticing. I ignore the shit, I don't never respond to it, but I peep the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker, I come in there, motherfuckers they walk like me, they talk like me, they move like me, they stand like me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not every day, it's particular day that shit happens throughout their ordeal. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get sleepy, you stand up. So I'm standing, I'm the only nigga in the classroom standing up because I'm trying to stay woke. And the teacher and the instructor is going through PowerPoints and shit like that. When you saying certain shit, which I'm picking up on, let me tell you something, Key. The whole fucking class on cue would slowly turn their head and look at me, and I'm looking at them like, what the fuck? And they go back, it's like I'm in a movie or something. And I'm noticing it, but I'm not responding to it, but it's blowing my mind at the same time. She caught me in the office. I come in the room, and guess what? I don't know how this woman even know I was finna walk in there. I walk in there, she come out of this office, and she said, "Turn." I said, "Damn." And she said, "Why you say that?" She said, "Come on in here." I come in the house. She said, "Tell her what."
Wait, hold on. I gotta stop you. Why did you say damn?
Cause I'm a humorous nigga, man. I'm a humorous person. So when I say they call my name, I'm always thinking they finna do something to me, or fire me, or you know what I'm saying. I'm always fucking with.
You hear yourself?
Yeah.
What did you just say? You said when you hear them call your name, you always think what?
The words. Yeah.
Well, what you said was,
I said, damn.
I think they're gonna do something to me.
Yeah.
That's a common thing that I hear from you. You think somebody gonna do something to you?
Yeah.
Like the gang stalkers. They're gonna do something to you.
Right.
Now they haven't all this time. All these years, they ain't do nothing to you yet.
Nope.
But that's a dominant thought right there. that you have. And it probably goes back and probably stemmed from something in childhood where that dominant thought probably was birthed. That somebody gonna do something to me. Can you say you agree with that? Or
listen, I don't know. You know, that's the whole thing. That's why I'm talking to you.
Did somebody do something to you?
Well, man, yeah, of course. A lot of shit been done to me.
So you don't see the connection? You don't see how that's following you like a shadow?
The thing of it is about me, I'm not afraid of the world. I'm not a nigga that you can make hide. I'm not a nigga that's gonna run from anything. I never did any of it. And only way I know how to stay 10 steps ahead of a motherfucker is I have to be next to him.
Hold on. All right, let's get to the bottom of that. That was a deep statement you just made. You saying in order for you to stay 10 steps ahead of somebody, are you meaning somebody you don't feel you can trust and that you got to be close to them so that you know you're 10 steps ahead?
Correct.
That's interesting.
Nobody understands that. So when you turn around and you got motherfuckers questioning you, why you fucking with this person? Why you fucking with that person? Yeah, that's what you think. You think I'm fucking with them? You think that's what you, hey, I let them ride with it. Man, you stop up, man, guess what? Just because I stop fucking with a motherfucker don't make shit go away. And the only way I know how to maneuver and understand what's really going on, whether it's this or it's that, I have to keep myself close to a motherfucker. And I just play the fool.
So you feel like if you're not close to them, you won't be able to stay 10 steps ahead of them?
No.
Interesting. I think you could. But you got to know that yourself.
Right. What I'm saying is, you understand, I'm picky. So I'm trying to, figure shit out. All this shit that transpired me started around about 2020. It hasn't stopped since 2020. The COVID, all this crisis shit going on. Something strange happened in this world, man.
Exactly. I don't know, like, I mean, I could say I did feel like I felt something different with the energy at around that time too. But to me, I don't know, like, maybe it's giving us the ability to see through the illusion more and more or something. And we wasn't really able to see it before, like there was a veil or something up.
Right.
So, what about, let me just jump back for a minute real quick. So you said this job you got now that the person was talking to you, did they mention about you going to therapy, or was you saying that?
They mentioned that shit.
What did they say?
He said, she said, if you ever need to talk to somebody, you got this, it's in your insurance, you call this number, you do this and that. I got my insurance covered like therapy and all this shit.
Okay. So
They just they brought this shit up.
are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm using my insurance right now. I'm talking to your ass.
What? What did you mean by that? And why the phone just hung up?
No, because I'm scrolling through my phone, and when I said that, I hit the wrong deal, but
But what do you mean you using your insurance talking to me right now? What does that mean?
nasty, man. I'm talking to a therapist right now. Is basically what I'm saying.
Only difference, I ain't getting paid. Oh, man.
Man, y'all have a good night over there on the East Coast, man.
Yeah.